Welcome, dear readers, to another gripping installment of TV Days Drama Digest. Today, July 25th, 2025, the residents of Salem faced emotional goodbyes, unraveling secrets, and mysterious health crises that left us all on the edge of our seats. If you missed today's episode of Days of Our Lives, buckle up as we dive into a detailed, dramatic recap of the heart-pounding moments that unfolded. From tearful partings to shocking betrayals, this episode delivered all the emotional depth and suspense we've come to expect from our beloved soap opera. A bittersweet farewell, Doug and Julie's emotional goodbye. The episode opened with a scene so poignant it could melt even the hardest of hearts. Doug, the charming yet troubled soul who has been a fixture in Salem for years, stood in Julie's cozy living room, his eyes heavy with regret. The air was thick with unspoken words as he broke the news that he was leaving Salem for good. The announcement hit Julie like a tidal wave, her face a canvas of shock and sorrow. But Doug wasn't leaving without a final gesture, one that would cement their complicated bond forever. In a moment that felt like a scene from a classic romance, Doug reached into his pocket and pulled out a delicate, shimmering necklace. Its intricate design caught the light, sparkling with a history that seemed to pulse with every glint. Handing it to Julie, he confessed that he had taken it from Gwen's room. "It doesn't belong to her," he said, his voice cracking with emotion. "It belongs to you." The revelation hung in the air, heavy with meaning. This wasn't just any necklace, it was a family heirloom, a tangible connection to Julie's past, her grandmother, and her mother. The weight of its significance was palpable, and Julie's eyes brimmed with tears as she clutched it to her chest. Doug's confession didn't end there. In a raw, heartfelt monologue, he poured out his remorse for the pain he had caused. "You took me in, Julie," he said, his voice trembling. "You showed me kindness, love, and trust when I didn't deserve it. And I broke your heart. I'll carry that regret with me forever." His words were a knife to the heart, and Julie, ever the pillar of grace, listened silently, her expression a mix of forgiveness and sorrow. The chemistry between these two characters, built over years of shared history, was electric, making this moment one of the most emotionally charged of the episode. Julie, in a gesture that spoke volumes about her strength and compassion, decided to wear the necklace. She asked Doug to help her with the clasp, their hands brushing briefly in a moment that felt achingly intimate. As the necklace settled against her skin, Julie's voice softened. "Wearing this makes me feel closer to my grandmother and my mother," she said, her eyes distant yet warm with memory. The necklace wasn't just jewelry, it was a bridge to her lineage, a reminder of the women who had shaped her into the resilient figure she is today. In a poignant parallel, Doug shared a memory of his own. He spoke of a pair of gold cuffs that once belonged to his grandfather, Robert. "When I wore them," he said, his voice thick with nostalgia, "I felt him with me, like he was guiding me." The symmetry of their stories, two heirlooms, two connections to the past, added a layer of depth to their farewell, reminding us of the enduring power of family and memory. Julie, unwilling to let Doug leave without a final act of kindness, disappeared briefly and returned with a small, weathered pocket watch. Its face was scratched but gleaming, a relic from Doug's days as a Navy fighter pilot in World War II. "This is for good luck," she said, pressing it into his hands. The gesture was more than symbolic, it was a lifeline, a reminder that Doug carried a piece of Salem and Julie with him wherever he went. Her next words were even more surprising. "Once you've settled, let me know how much you owe that loan shark," she said firmly. "I'll transfer the money. It's what my husband would have wanted." The mention of her late husband added a layer of bittersweet resolve to her offer, underscoring her unwavering moral compass. But Julie wasn't done. In a moment that felt like a call to action, she looked Doug in the eye and said, "You have great potential, Doug. You just need to get your life together. And when you do, I want you to come back to Salem and show me how good you can be." Her words were both a challenge and a blessing, a final gift to a man she still believed in, despite everything. As Doug walked out the door, Julie stood at the window, watching his figure fade into the distance. The camera lingered on her face, capturing the quiet strength of a woman who had just said goodbye to a piece of her heart. Marina's haunting dreams and a mysterious crisis. Meanwhile, across town, Marina was grappling with her own turmoil. The episode took a surreal turn as we were drawn into her dreams, where flashes of the enigmatic Queen of the Night storyline flickered like a haunting melody. These cryptic visions hinted at a new chapter for Marina, one shrouded in mystery and foreboding. The imagery was vivid. Dark, starry skies, a cloaked figure, and an eerie sense of déjà vu that left viewers wondering what secrets Marina's subconscious was trying to unearth. This dream sequence wasn't just a plot device, it was a signal that Marina's story is about to take a dramatic, possibly supernatural turn, setting the stage for a storyline that promises to be as captivating as it is unsettling. Adding to the tension, Marina's health took a troubling turn. A mysterious medical crisis loomed, with subtle clues suggesting that something was terribly wrong. Her hands trembled slightly as she reached for a glass of water, and a fleeting moment of dizziness caught her off guard. The show didn't reveal the full extent of her condition, but the urgency was clear. Marina needs to get to the hospital, and soon. This development added a layer of suspense, as fans are left to wonder whether her dreams and her health are connected in ways we can't yet fathom. Susan's return and psychic revelations. As if Marina's plight wasn't enough to keep us glued to the screen, Susan made a dramatic return to Salem. Her arrival was no coincidence. She had heard of Marina's ordeal and rushed to her side, her maternal instincts in full force. But Susan's visit wasn't just about offering comfort. In true Days of Our Lives fashion, her return came with a hidden agenda, one that tied directly to another explosive storyline, Johnny's trial. Johnny, embroiled in a legal battle that has Salem buzzing, is facing accusations in the shooting of EJ. The stakes couldn't be higher, and Susan, with her quirky yet uncanny psychic abilities, believes she holds the key to his salvation. In a scene crackling with intensity, Susan closed her eyes, her hands trembling as she tapped into her visions. "I can see it," she whispered, her voice a mix of fear and determination. "I can find out who really shot EJ." Her psychic probe into the truth promises to shake up the trial and potentially expose a web of lies that could implicate someone unexpected. Susan's return isn't just a nostalgic nod to longtime fans, it's a game-changer that could alter the course of Johnny's future. Sophia's deception unravels elsewhere in Salem. The drama surrounding Sophia's baby took a shocking turn. Sarah, ever the keen observer, began to suspect that Sophia was hiding something. The tension built as Brady dropped a bombshell. Sophia's baby is definitely not a girl. His words hit Sarah like a thunderbolt, and she immediately turned to the medical records from Sophia's supposed labor. What she found confirmed her suspicions. The lab results clearly indicated that the baby was a boy. The revelation was a gut punch, exposing Sophia's web of lies and raising questions about her motives. Why would she lie about something so fundamental? What else is she hiding? The betrayal stung, and Sarah's face was a storm of anger and disbelief as she processed the truth. This plot twist sets the stage for a confrontation that promises to be explosive. Sophia's deception isn't just a personal betrayal, it's a spark that could ignite a larger fire, pulling other characters into its orbit. The fallout from this revelation will undoubtedly ripple through Salem, testing loyalties and uncovering secrets that have been buried for far too long. The heart of Salem, themes of forgiveness and redemption. Today's episode wasn't just a collection of dramatic moments, it was a tapestry woven with themes of forgiveness, redemption, and the enduring power of connection. Julie's farewell to Doug was a masterclass in grace under pressure, showcasing her ability to forgive even when her heart was breaking. Her belief in Doug's potential, despite his mistakes, echoed the show's core message, that no one is beyond redemption, and love can endure even the deepest wounds. Marina's dreams and health crisis added a layer of mystery, reminding us that even the strongest among us can face vulnerabilities that test their resolve. Susan's return, with her psychic insights and unwavering support for Johnny, highlighted the importance of family and intuition in navigating life's challenges. And Sarah's discovery of Sophia's lie underscored the fragility of trust and the devastating consequences of deceit. Looking ahead, what's next for Salem? As the credits rolled, we were left with more questions than answers. Will Doug find the strength to turn his life around and return to Salem? What secrets lie within Marina's dreams, and how will her medical crisis impact her future? Can Susan's psychic abilities uncover the truth about EJ's shooting and save Johnny from a grim fate? And how will Sarah confront Sophia's betrayal, and what other lies might come to light? One thing is certain, Days of Our Lives continues to deliver the kind of heart-pounding drama that keeps us coming back for more. The residents of Salem are no strangers to heartache, but their resilience and capacity for love make every twist and turn worth watching. So, dear readers, stay tuned for the next chapter in this saga of passion, betrayal, and redemption. Until then, keep your eyes on Salem, because in this town, anything can happen. Thank you for joining us at TV Days Drama Digest for this recap of July 25th, 2025. If you loved today's episode as much as we did, let us know your thoughts in the comments below. What was your favorite moment? Who do you think shot EJ? And will Doug ever find his way back to Julie? We hope you enjoyed it and look forward to sharing more with you in the future. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe TV Days Drama Digest for more updates on Days of Our Lives.